The Galactic Military Academy of Thandros Prime had endured for 3,000 cycles. Its dark obsidian halls had trained generals who conquered star systems, admirals who commanded fleets of thousands, and strategists whose doctrines were studied across 42 galaxies. Yet in all that time, the lecture hall had never gone as silent as it did the day General Vok issued his challenge. I was there, third row, second seat from the left, my data tablet hovering as I recorded notes on interspecies combat doctrine. My name is Reth, a Krell. Our species is known for perfect memory, for arms that allow terrifying multitasking efficiency, and a complete inability to understand humans. That last trait would prove unfortunate. The hall seated 200 students. That morning, 197 attended. Methane breathers sat sealed in suits beside silicon-based Korath. Insectoid fresh clicked mandibles over tactical displays. Zenthari floated in the rear, pulsing bioluminescent patterns. And then there were the humans. 3 of them. Marcus Webb sat rigid in the front row, every inch a veteran. Diego Vasquez occupied the center, enormous by human standards, built like something from their violent sports. And Kira Tanaka sat alone behind me, small, composed, uniform flawless, hair tied back neatly. It was her eyes I remembered most. Calm. Focused. The kind of calm that unsettles you. General Vok entered at 9th bell. A Thandorthan, nearly 3 meters tall, granite-skinned, four-eyed, with a voice that shook walls. He spoke of tactical flexibility, the ability to adapt when every simulation predicted death. This, he thundered, is what separates survivors from corpses drifting in the void. Then he shifted tone. Now let us discuss species that lack this trait. He smiled. Humans. Laughter rippled through the room. Marcus stiffened. Diego clenched his fists. Kira continued taking notes. General Vok expanded on his thesis with obvious satisfaction. Humans, he explained, had survived countless wars, yet their doctrine showed a baffling consistency. Across eras and technologies, humans responded the same way. They identify the threat, he said. They assess it. And then they run directly at it, usually screaming. More laughter followed. They disguise it with terminology, rapid assault doctrine, aggressive forward defense, but strip it bare and what remains? Primates throwing rocks with better tools. Kira's stylus never slowed. Then Vok pointed at her. You. Human female. Name. Cadet Kira Tanaka, sir. You've been taking notes throughout my lecture, he said smoothly. Do you disagree with my assessment of human tactics? Every species in the room went silent. Kira set her stylus down carefully. Permission to speak freely? Granted. Yes, sir. I disagree. The temperature seemed to drop. Vok smiled wider. Explain how I am wrong. Kira stood, calm as ever. You're not wrong about what humans do, she said. You're wrong about why. She stepped into the aisle. Humans charge because hesitation kills. Momentum breaks defenses static tactics cannot. And because we understand something many species forget. She paused. The psychological impact of an enemy who refuses to stop. Vok scoffed. Psychology fails when you're dead. And yet, Kira replied evenly, those tactics kept us alive on a planet where most wildlife can kill us, where weather strips flesh from bone, and survival depends on persistence. Vok folded his arms. Theory is not practice. Then test it, she said. He did. Vok issued a challenge, single combat simulation against an opponent of his choosing. If Kira won, he would concede. If she lost, she would admit human doctrine was primitive. She accepted. With one condition. You choose the opponent, she said. I choose the battlefield. Vok laughed, this time with interest. Agreed. The opponent was Instructor Thrace, a Breathian legend with 6 arms, compound vision, and decades of combat experience. By every metric, Kira should have lost. When the simulation began, the battlefield materialized. An empty room. No cover. No obstacles. No tactics. Just 2 combatants. Thrace analyzed for 15 seconds and nodded in respect. Clever. Kira stood quietly. When the simulation started, Kira walked forward. Not charging. Not running. Just walking. Thrace fired. Perfect shots. Kira avoided them with minimal movement, never breaking pace. Volley after volley failed. Thrace circled. Kira adjusted. Always forward. I realized then, Kira wasn't fighting Thrace's tactics. She was erasing them. At close range, Kira stopped and smiled. "You're fighting me like I'm trying to win," she said. "That's your mistake." Then she stepped in, grabbed 2 arms, and headbutted Thrace squarely. Chaos erupted. The move was crude. Inelegant. Effective. Kira stayed inside Thrace's guard, denying resets, denying space, denying plans. Thrace wasn't outmatched, she was exhausted. At 2 minutes, 17 seconds, Thrace tapped out. Silence followed. General Vox stared at the replay. "I was wrong," he said at last. "Human doctrine is not unsophisticated. It is anti-sophisticated." Later, Kira explained it simply. Every plan collapses when someone refuses to stop. That night, I wrote in my journal. Humans are not reckless. They are problem solvers who change the problem itself. I still do not understand humans. But now I understand why they survive.